Well, guys, you can imagine what we're gonna do today.
Hula hoop.
We're gonna hula hoop. You know what I'm saying? 800 foot of water line. This is the one we did the big long driveway in, which you'll see that it's upcoming. Got to tie into the house, run it all the way down, tie it in down there. Of course, we got rain for the next 3 days. They're wanting to get the water line in so they can get their brick laid. And then try to get it all done today. It's a game plan. Get these mounds knocked down here from the electric utilities. You getting it?
Oh yeah.
How was that sandwich? That pork's good, ain't it?
It is. Is that from up there?
Yeah. This hill here is pretty steep. This was kind of my concern, getting up and down this. So I want to make sure I get up and down it before it rains. Knock some of this dirt off, let it start drying out. You see it's real muddy right here. Sliding. Turn some of this dirt over, let it start drying out. You guys are thinking, what's the game plan?
Oh, we're gonna roll this out. Do you want us to let you dig the hole, or do you want us to just go ahead and put it in the ground?
What do you mean?
Do you want to trench it, or you just want us to start putting it in the ground here? I'm just gonna start it out and shove it down to Tommy.
We can start unrolling it and feed it in the,
Just unroll
feed it in the
it.
ditches. We need it.
You don't always drink Rockstar, but once you do, you drink the lemonade or watermelon.
Man, this is pretty good.
Is it?
It is.
Get you a bomb.
250 milligrams of caffeine.
This some bitch will be in before noon, won't it?
Oh yeah.
Ido said we could have this done in about 4 hours. Hell, that little couple 100 foot one took us 4 hours. I just hope we get it done before it rains
When's it gonna rain?
tonight.
Yeah, they're saying now they're calling for it today sometime this
Yeah.
evening. They don't know.
That's why I'd like to get up that hill, because that's the bad spot.
Well, then let's start right here and go down.
You want to start here and go down?
Yeah.
We need something to hold this as we put it down.
Famous last words, what'd you say? He said it might take an hour to get down
Looking at
there.
it now from there, it might take an hour to get to that one. I don't know, but the hill's the only thing I was worried about.
We got him back, guys. Idaho's back.
Yeah. I'm alive.
Surprisingly, he's Black Sheep 2.0. He's down there putting bobcats up against trees over the
Oh,
hills.
there's quite a few trees skinned up, and that bobcat's looking rough now.
Just a little.
Can of paint will straighten it right out.
Right out. Right out.
Or I'll just freaking trade it in and get another one.
That's what I was telling him you'd do. Let's get this thing hooked up, see how it does. We rented a trencher, see how that does.
Well, if it doesn't start out right, I'll run a grinder wheel on them teeth. We'll get her sharpened up.
That's right. It's rocky. Well, guys, like always, a plan didn't come together. It's too rocky for that. When my buddy Dustin was here digging it, it wasn't that rocky up in here. Look, it ain't that rocky up in here. We might be able to do it up here. You always got to be ready for game plan B. So I'm gonna head down there. We're gonna get past the bad part in case it rains, and then this stays pretty dry up here. We can mess with this later. See, I was gonna dig this when I was here doing the driveway. I have my 316 here, but the the fittings for the water line were on back order. I was just gonna dig it with a 2-foot bucket and be gone.
All the way through the house.
Here we are, guys. So we gotta get this stub located. What's the hammer doing up there? Spread my tools all over?
No, he's cutting them
Bands.
apart up there. With them snips. I told him, I said, don't try to unroll that without me coming back up here. I said, you'll have yourself all tied up in a knot.
Well, let's get that lid off. We'll see how deep that spigot is. I remember it was
you didn't tell me to bring it.
It was about right there. I don't know if it's even screwed down.
Well, I'm sure it is.
Look at this. My sign's laying down. We gotta get that fixed up. See, that's what it was like before at Wet Mess. That's what I was dreading here on this hill. Tell you guys, it wouldn't be no big deal, but man, when you got the weather coming and they're wanting to get their bricks in, that's what always makes everything more stressful.
Hey, we should have just went and got a tote.
That thing's full of water.
250-gallon tote.
That thing ain't leaking, is it?
Oh, I'm sure it's just groundwater. Surely to God.
Yeah, it wasn't that deep. It was just about right here somewhere.
Well, we can see if it's leaking.
Is it spinning?
Negative.
Negative, Ghost Rider. All right.
Pattern is full.
Well, it'll leak when I rip the little nipple out.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Well, we can only hope.
Yeah. You want me to try to grab a little bit of that?
Yeah, grab a little.
With my bucket locator?
You have a picture of it?
No.
I thought we took pictures of it last fall.
What?
You hit that, a bubble came up.
It did? Man, it's good having you back, Idaho. It's out about a foot. He's rutting it up like a bowling heat.
I'm telling you. Well, you gotta get yourself situated. A foot out.
Oh shit, yeah it was, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Now that you found it, you want me to get back here and dig a hole?
Yeah, you ain't gonna.
Yeah, I could see it. Let me man, if we'd have got here early and just started digging, we'd have been in most of the house, wouldn't we? If we'd have started about 8.
Yeah, probably.
How much was that trencher? 100 bucks?
39.
Hey.
That's the cost of doing business. Throw it out. You know what? That's a cheap lesson.
Hey, you guys let me know on here, if you guys run water lines and a bunch of underground utilities, do you normally charge by the foot, by the job? I think I underbid utilities. I don't know. Let me know. Comment down below. You know what I'm saying? If you don't want to, fuck it, don't.
Hey, I just figured 20 times or 30 times a rental on a trencher.
What the hell's the hammer doing up there? Throwing my tools in the yard?
Oh yeah, and running over them.
You know, that's how you get them nice and nursled in the ground. I got those butt connectors up there.
For these.
Yeah, you have to drill a little hole through that, and
That's why I got the drill bit here.
man, I was almost wanting to send him to get a load of sand to backfill that in sand. And friggin' rocks.
See that?
You think it's gonna seal?
I cranked on both ends. I'm worried about that thread into that bell housing, but I mean, he was standing on it and I was going ahead with it.
That's how we did that last one.
It's tight.
I'm gonna backfill everything, and then at the connections, we'll leave them until we pressure test it.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's why I told him, I said, we won't fill this one for now. We'll check it.
I'll keep hammer digging because it ain't gonna get done.
I know.
Man, it'd be nice if I could go up there to the house, dig all that so you guys could drill that hole and get that ready. But man, I don't want to stop digging really.
I know.
That trencher ain't worth a crap. It won't do nothing.
It didn't do anything up by the house?
Man, it's so hard to see how deep. I don't know. We'll get up there. Maybe you can try it. It's yeah, it ain't. It's just quicker to do it with that, to be honest with you. I guess it's gonna be 4 foot deep once it's backfilled. Make sure hammer gets my tools in my box. You gotta watch him, guys. He does it and then drops it. I gotta start adding tools into the job now that he's back working with me. Used to, I just had, you know, put another 50 bucks per job, miscellaneous lost tools. I'll be back grading and stuff and a friggin' ratchet fly out of the ground. Well, there's my ratchet, the old hammer. The NFG for sure. We're getting clawed up the hill here. One scoop at a time. Gonna cost you a dime. Johnny Cash song. We'll turn it into Excavator song. We're not building cars, we're digging ditches. Blue collar way. Talking to my brother-in-law yesterday, he's like, he used to do dental sales, now he does, he manages the maintenance side or something like that, installation. He said how sick he is of being stuck at a desk. Talk about buying a mulcher, he ain't going to though. Just saying how miserable it is being behind a desk. I couldn't do it. I'd rather have mud on my boots in the ditch up to my knees, cussing, spitting, hating it, loving it, laughing, crying, eating gas station hot dogs, drinking these. Definitely before I'd be sitting in a house. The thing is, the situations you get yourself into, it just makes you a stronger person. Which I've dealt with that kind of stuff my whole life. As far as tractors stuck, pulling them out, I mean, cutting wood, logging, doing stuff like I've been doing that since I've been 5 years old. Ain't nothing new to me, just a different day. Just different day. Now I just do it, make money out of it. Before I just did it to earn my keep. Trades make a tough man, that's what it is. Tell you guys, to me, digging utility is so boring. I'd rather be on a dozer where you're actually moving. When you're just doing stuff, I guess it's just boring to me. Gotta hike up the hill. Keep hatchet chopping. Well, we got to about out of the danger zone if it rains. We're midway through the hill. That took us about 2 hours. Anything, we got this hooked up if they need to get water for brick. But now I'm gonna dig by the house here. I got hammer going to get a load of sand so we can backfill that down there, and sand's too rocky. I don't want to risk breaking it. So I'm gonna dig here, locate the house, dig out. The builder brought some K copper to hook. He wants to do copper through the house in our fitting, and that way when the hammer gets back, they can get through the house, get the copper in, get it all cemented around. Trencher, no go on that. See, that's the reason why I got rid of my other one. Every time you bring it to a thing, you start to dig, you hit I hit a foundation, all kinds of stuff, and you pack it up, load it. It'd be good if you're digging shallow, but any of them little rocks, I knew it had rocks in there, but it ain't solid as deep as we're going. But even those little ones just catch it and make it stop, don't they? Just won't go through it. When that's how I got my Harley rake. I bought a 60-inch Cat trencher, and I was going to use it for perimeter drains. No go. It didn't work worth the crap. It actually dug good, but these things need to be out to about here so it pushed all the dirt. It was digging so much dirt, it was putting it all back in the ditch. Yeah. Then you couldn't see the bottom of the ditch. Nothing was consistent. Honestly, if you're hitting rocks and stuff like that, it's just as quick to use this thing and dig it. Like I said, I was gonna dig with a 316 when I had it here. That's why I had my 2-foot bucket here. But all the fittings for the water line was on back order. If it can happen, it will. Well, you do texting.
I'm scheduling my barn to be built now that the pad's poured.
Oh yeah, how'd that turn out? I can't believe he came back yesterday to cut it. They was gonna zip strip it.
They did zip strip. They came back to seal it.
Who sealed it, him or Dennis?
He did. Buzzy did, I guess.
He never likes to come back on Sundays. But it isn't football season. He usually likes to be.
I told him I had to leave. I don't know if it's him or not. I suppose it was.
He likes to be intoxicated on Sundays. So did it turn out good, or?
Well, yeah, it was a big thing of concrete.
How'd
31
that,
by 51.
How'd the spot where you had to get a couple bags where it ran short?
You would never even know.
Looks good.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's go dig up here by the house, get that, so you guys can do that when he gets back. Think that's deep enough?
Oh yeah.
You got room to get in there and work?
Yep. Heck yeah, that's 5 foot right there. 6. Clean up this wall. We'll drill our hole. Hopefully it'll be better than the last time. We drilled a hole over, it was back down that way. And the bit we had that spring in the end, and it kept getting gummed up. And we ended up having to borrow the plumber's. Heck, we borrowed his batteries for the impact or the hammer drill. We kept running out. That's how long it took. We charged the battery for 20 minutes and then freaking switch it out, and then switch it out. Finally, when I got his drill bit, it popped like 2 times and went right through the wall. So, but it was about an hour to drill through the foundation at that house, and it was no fun. So if I had to, I was going to buy a drill bit for this one. So the hammer went to get sand, and when he gets back, we'll get this all hooked up. And heck, it's kind of, well, I hate to say it, but it's kind of looking up on this one. Other than having to dig it all with the Mini, we should be in good shape. So I don't know if this will make it. It'll probably get cut on the edit room floor, but all those piles way back there next to the wood that's cut, and those 2 down there, that's when we were putting the driveway in. This guy, I don't know how many acres he's got, but he's a long way from the road. But then you're on your deck and you look back, and there's a house back there. And then there's a house over there. But you do have a beautiful view, and you're up here on top of this hill. But there's a property over here and property over there. It's like anywhere else. When we built our house, I think we were the 3rd one on the street, and now, shoot, they've probably built another 50 houses back here. They started doing that. My son's like, it's time to go, we gotta move. He was right.
Idaho's gonna try the trencher again. I think we could at least trench around down and get down to in here somewhere. I mean, it's pretty good dirt. You can tell where they dug, where it's topsoil. It's pretty good in here, man. That ain't bad. It's just some little rocks a stop at blade. Idaho will get it. He's got the patience. We're hammering down, guys. It's like 3 o'clock. No lunch, 1 Red Bull. Got the shakes, shivers. Trying to get this thing done before the weather comes in. I think it's supposed to start raining at 7. Really showed you much. There ain't much to show on digging these boring utilities. You guys that do utilities every day, hats off to you. Well guys, here we go. This reminds me of septic, getting down these holes, digging this out where these meet. You know what I realized? Anything that's got to do with utilities or pipe, I don't like. Don't like it. Maybe because I don't like doing this, I don't know. Just ain't fun, like digging on that thing all day. Not fun. There's really no sense of accomplishment when you look back and just see a trench. Rather be on the dozer. Got her hacked out, but you got to kind of do it all because I did a driveway here. This kind of comes along with it. If you would have got somebody else, who knows? Now he's got a bunch more dozer work, excavator work back there for me. Building pads, so it's hard to say no. Just say yes. I'm a yes man. Right, Idaho?
Oh yeah.
See, that's the first thing he says is yeah.
Nice together. Yeah. What's that there? Oh, that's for
That was the 3/4 to go in the house, but we're using copper now. Yeah, we'll have to get it ran up through here. That way I could cross the ditch.
All right, let's
without it caving in. I still would rather have dirt in my boots, mud in my eye, than sit behind a desk. You know what I'm saying? I definitely need to get off, just take a break. Wow. Feels so much better than, whew. I'm all tense. Them Red Bulls get you tensed anyway.
myself.
You don't want to slap you in the face?
God damn, that's something that smacked me in the face.
That one came in the cab, got you in the face today?
I was flipping it over and my hand slipped off and cracked.
Today?
Yeah.
Yeah,
And the bad part is you can't do no. What you can do? Punch a piece of pipe?
I know. Well, he was trying to get it in his mouth.
We're going to be hearing from my attorney in the morning.
Here comes the copper. Bite down, killer. Here comes the fun.
Hold on. I gotta kind of bend it as you take it.
Yeah, it's got a real sharp bend right here. Get this trencher unhooked. Get this thing off of here. Get her back on the trailer. So Idaho can take it back tomorrow morning. Tell you what, guys, you can't beat old Idaho. Went down this morning, picked this thing up. Still working late. It's probably almost 5 o'clock. Brothers are for. Yeah, I think if it's got anything to do with pipe, I just don't like it or enjoy it. It's one thing I always liked about trenchers, backfilling. Everything's nice and chewed up little pieces. Backfilling this rocky section here with sand. Well guys, that's pretty much it for today. It's like 5 or 6 o'clock. Leaving the fitting ends open. I didn't bring nothing to cap that copper to do a pressure test. We'll pressure test it. It doesn't look like it's gonna be raining in the morning, so first thing in the morning I'll come pressure test it and then finish backfilling and finish all this up. Guys, like always, thanks for hanging with me. There ain't much to utilities, nothing exciting, but anyway, we appreciate you. Keep doing what you do. Bang those chains. See how many tools I got left after they were in there digging and prying and kicking and screaming. And let's go see what the boys are doing. How many people does it take to hook up a strap?
2 more.
2 more?
Yeah, but it ain't going the wrong way.
That should be plenty.
Well, was it worth it getting the trencher or not?
Well, maybe it would have been if I would have started off on it.
Yeah, you got a finer touch than me.
No, right where you set it down, and absolutely the wrong freaking spot, because that's where I had to stop.
It's all rock, hit right there. Yeah, this was good up through here.
Yeah. I hit a couple rocks, but nothing like that down there. That was all stopped.
Looks like guineas over there. Well, guys, till the next one. Hopefully it'll be funner than this.